Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something that is, let's be honest, one of the biggest headaches in video editing. That giant mountain of raw footage you have to dig through just to find the gold.
You know that feeling, right? You've just finished a shoot, maybe a GoPro adventure, a wedding, a commercial, and now you're just staring at a timeline that is jam-packed with raw clips. The job is always the same, and it's always huge.
And trying to find those magic moments? Ugh, it can feel like you're searching for a needle in a haystack. But what if there was a totally different way to go about it? A way to prep all your footage before you even launch your main editor? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. So let's kick things off with the question that always comes up first. What exactly is MarkerFlow? The easiest way to wrap your head around it is to think of it as a digital highlighter for your videos. So instead of firing up some heavy-duty resource-hogging program just to watch your clips, MarkerFlow lets you do it all. Watch, find the good stuff, and mark it without needing some beast of a computer. And this is really where it shines. It's not trying to be your all-in-one video editor. Nope. Its job is to do one crucial, time-sucking thing and do it really, really well: logging your footage. That means you can get your clips organized with colors and spit them out, all ready to go for pro software. Okay, so that's what it does. But another big question is, how does it actually feel to use it? Well, the whole thing is built for speed, relying almost completely on easy keyboard shortcuts. This color coding system is just so simple and powerful. You just use the number keys, 1 through 0, to slap a color onto a clip. And if you've ever used Adobe Premiere Pro, these colors are going to feel right at home. It's a fantastic way to categorize your footage visually, right on the fly. You can mark all your A-roll and violet and all your B-roll and blue, for example. And the actual marking, it is so simple. Seriously, you find the exact spot where you want a clip to start, you hit the left bracket key for mark in, you play it to the endpoint you want, hit the right bracket for mark out. Boom. Done. You've just made a selection. All right, so you've gone through, you've marked up all your footage. The next step is super important: saving your work. Getting this part right is what makes the whole workflow click. And you've got a few key choices. You're going to get 3 main files. The .mproj file, think of that as your save game file. It's what you use to pick up right where you left off. Then you have 2 types of XML for your editor. The trimmed one gives you just your greatest hits, a clean sequence of your favorite clips. The full one keeps all the original timing and gaps, just in case you need to see the bigger picture. So here is the big takeaway, the thing you have to remember: save all 3 every single time. Trust me on this. It's a simple little habit that gives you the flexibility to go back and change your markers, the efficiency of a clean timeline, and the completeness of the full context if you ever need it. Okay, so who is this actually for? I get this question a lot. Is this just for the pros, or is it for people just starting out? And the answer, honestly, is that it's for pretty much anyone who's ever felt totally overwhelmed by a folder full of video files. For a beginner, it's a fantastic, non-scary way to get started with editing. But for a professional freelancer or marketing team, it's all about pure, unadulterated efficiency. It just slashes the time you spend on that non-creative logging work. Let's make this real with a couple of examples. So imagine you just got back from an amazing trip. You've got hours and hours of GoPro footage. You can just scrub through everything, mark all the epic action shots in one color, the scenic views in another, and boom, you've basically built the skeleton of your video in minutes, not hours. Or how about this? For wedding videographers who are dealing with those super long continuous takes, this is an absolute lifesaver. You can use different colors for the vows, the first dance, the speeches. You're creating a visual map that makes the final emotional edit so much easier. And hey, even on those really big commercial projects, it keeps everything organized and, get this, incredibly storage friendly. Instead of creating dozens of new heavy video clips, you're just saving one tiny lightweight XML file that tells your editor what to do. It's a totally non-destructive workflow. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The question I know is on a lot of your minds: my computer. Do I need some kind of monster PC to run this thing, especially with high-res video? I mean, we're all shooting in 4K these days, right?
Some of us are even pushing into 8K, and that's a ton of data. And yeah, MarkerFlow handles it. But the really incredible part is that it handles it on the regular everyday laptop you probably already have. This is the whole point. The whole mission is to be so lightweight and efficient that it breaks down that hardware barrier and lets your creativity run free.
Okay, so putting it all together, what does the whole workflow look like from start to finish? From that folder of raw clips to a timeline that's totally prepped and ready to edit.
It really is this simple 4-step dance. 1, you load your video. 2, you watch it and you mark all your favorite moments. 3, you use those colors to get everything organized. And 4, you export that XML. That is it. A workflow built purely for speed and simplicity.
So when you take away that hardware roadblock and you simplify one of the absolute most tedious parts of video editing, what's left? Well, just your creativity. Your talent becomes the only real limit. So the final question isn't about the software anymore. It's about you. What will you create